Ah. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Jay Dunn. Good morning, Bird. Hey guys, what's going on? How's everybody doing this morning? I just thought I'd come live for a little while, do a little straight talk. What up, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa? Good morning. Just thought I'd have a little coffee and kick it with you folks for a minute. Hey, TC, good morning. Good morning. Look at this big old cup of coffee I got. I'm not going to drink all of it, y'all. This is just way too much, but it's so good because I don't drink coffee throughout the week. So the weekend is what I love. I'm going to try not to slurp. So, guys, I wanted to come in live this morning because I had a very interesting week, and it started on Monday, and I kind of wanted to share with you guys. Can everybody hear me well? Like, can everybody hear me? Just put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, if I'm clear. Oh, look, I can. Oh, okay. Look, guys, look, if I'm like very new, but I thank everybody for coming in this morning and showing your girl some love. And you know, I just wanted to, again, thanks. Okay. So guys, I wanted to share with you guys. Hey, Harley Q. Thanks for joining me this morning. What's going on? So I wanted to share something with you guys this morning that happened on Monday. Monday, like, you know, I am with the, hi, good morning, Tanari. Good morning. You know, I am in the LGBT, and I represent it, and I love it, and I'm not ashamed of it. But something happened on Monday that was like kind of a wake-up call, because I'm not easily clocked out in the streets. So when I'm out in the streets or whatever, you can't see that I'm a lesbian. So I don't really deal with a lot of things that other lesbians may deal with. So it really never dawned on me how many people just really did not accept the LGB. And I kind of got my first dose in my own family on Monday, because as you guys know, I have 3 children, and me and their father co-parent very well. I have a great support, especially on their father's side, with helping to take care of my children. So last week, their aunt couldn't do it, so their grandfather did it. And so their grandfather is like very, very homophobic. And I knew this, but he never really, it was certain things that he would do in the past, but Monday was really like the straw. So, you love my accent, Kylie, because I'm from Jersey, girl. That's the Jersey accent right here, honey. No. So, but Monday, my daughter started playing basketball. This was her first year playing basketball, and she has practice on Monday. And so her grandfather had to take her. Now, prior to that, she's friends with, wait, before I go there, I have to let you know what happened like maybe a week before this happened. My daughter came to me, and we was just talking. She's 14, and she said, "Mom, I'm happy you came out." And when she said it, I didn't realize that she didn't know, because I don't really hide anything. But also, me and my partner don't be kissing and acting crazy around my kids either. So it's not like we do things to make them think other ways. But I've had this conversation with my kids prior to all of this anyway. So I really didn't really realize that she wasn't clear. But she just came out the blue and was like, "Mom, I'm proud of you. I'm happy you came out." I'm like, "Came out? What you mean?" She like, "As being a lesbian, like, I think it's cool, and I'm really proud of you." And at that moment, I was very happy that she was able to express that to me, to communicate that with me, and it made me feel good. So, with that being said, let's fast forward to Monday. Her grandfather is at practice with her, and one of her teammates, one of her best friends, had linked her head on Summer's shoulder. And so Summer said her grandfather walked up to her and like whispered in her ear, like, "Get her off your shoulder," like that. And so Summer was looking at him like, why? What are you talking about? So she kind of nudged it off, but she didn't really think too much about it. So, but she had an attitude. So when they got in the car, he noticed that she was mad at him, and he's like, "Well, why? I know you mad at me, but what you mad at me for?" And she said, "Papa, because you're always saying things that's offensive. Like, these are my friends." And so he said, "Well, I'm just looking out for you. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't understand why girls can't be with boys and boys can't be with girls. Why did it got to be like boys and girls and girls?" Now, this is a grown man talking to a 14-year-old and my 10 and my 11 and my 9 in the back. This is the way he's conversating with them. And so someone was like, "But so what? Like, what's wrong with that?" And he's like, "It's not right. God don't like it. And, again, I'm just trying to look out for you. I don't want you to get hurt." So at that point, Summer said to me, I don't want it to get cold, y'all. At that point, Summer said, "Mom, he's always saying stuff like that." Hello, Shauna. Thanks for joining. He's always saying stuff like that. And at this point, I don't even want him coming to my game, because prior to that, she had spent the night over her friend's house one day, and he went to pick her up. And and both of them, he actually picked both of them up. And when he was driving, no, I'm sorry, I can't remember at what point they was in the car, and then it was just her in the car. But when it was just Summer in the car, he was like, why she dressed like that? Because she had on sweats and a hat or whatever. And Summer was saying at that point, like, because this is how she want to dress. So then he goes to ask her, "Well, when you spend the night, where was y'all sleeping at?" These questions is like offensive to me. Like, I don't like nobody talking to my kids like that. I give him a pass because that is their grandfather, and I understand, when you get a certain age and you've been thinking a certain way for so long, change is just not that easy. However, now we're fast forwarding again. I'm sorry I'm skipping over, but things are coming to me as the things that he said, to where now my daughter is like, at this point, I don't even want him at my games, because, I don't like what he be saying. And I'm like, I'm going to talk to him. So I call him and I tell him, I said, "Look, the kids, my daughter, I understand you're not into lesbians and all that stuff, but at this point, you are offending my daughter and you're making her feel uncomfortable. So I'm asking you to kind of tone it down when it comes to her. She can have friends, and all her friends are not going to look like you think they should look. So I just would appreciate you just keeping that in mind. So he says to me, oh, I can buy them stuff and I can take care of them, but I can't talk to my grandkids. I said, I didn't say that. I'm telling you the things that you're saying are offensive. And I said, Chet, don't forget, I'm a lesbian. So when you're saying these things to my children about lesbian, how do you think they are feeling? How do you think you're making them feel? Well, Tahanda, I know that I just said my real name, but it is what it is. I don't care. Well, I know that you're going to do what you want to do, but can you really honestly tell me that you're happy? Okay, you're switching the subject. My happiness don't have anything to do with my personal, don't even have nothing to do with this conversation. But what I'm telling you is I need you to tone down how you speak to my kids. And again, just because you take care of them and just because you are their grandfather, and it shouldn't come with conditions to make you feel like you have the right to say whatever you want to say. And again, I am a lesbian. So when you're saying these things, my kids are going to feel some type of way. Whatever. I know and I know what God says and this and the third. I said, God never told you to come down here and judge anybody. He never told that. He never said that. And let's just be clear. I am blessed every day. God loves me. He wakes me up every day in the morning and he lets me know that I am blessed every single day. And he turns around and say, well, the devil could bless you too. Are you saying that I'm not being blessed by God? I'm being blessed by the devil? But I say, you know what, Chet? We're not going to go there. Why wouldn't you be happy? The way he's offering the kids is an issue. Yeah, offending the kids is an issue. You're right. And I said we're not going to go there about my happiness and everything like that, because I'm an adult and I can make my choices. But these are children, and the things you're instilling in them, you might be confusing them. And there's no confusion in my household. There's no confusion when it comes to me at all, because I've always been honest with my children, and I don't appreciate you doing it, point blank. And if you feel like the fact that you picking them up and doing things, I'd rather you not do that if you think that's going to give you a pass to say what you want to my kids. So the phone hung up. I initially thought he hung up on me. So I called my older brother, because now I'm pissed. And I'm asking him if he didn't mind picking them up or whatever. And, the first thing my older brother says is, where he at? You want me to go see him? And I'm like, no, this ain't about fighting, because my brothers are very protective. I'm the baby. So anytime I call them, they know it's serious, and they literally go into defense mode and want to protect. And that part was funny, but the whole incident wasn't. And at that moment, I realized that, here I am walking through life and going through my everyday thinking that, I'm safe and everybody's going to like me and love me for who I am. And that might be true, but don't mistake the judgment behind it all, is how I took all of that. Like, he may think he may think I'm a nice person, I'm their mother, but he definitely don't respect my lifestyle. He doesn't respect it at all. And I have to watch who I bring around my kids, period, family and all, because I don't want my children being confused about what's right and wrong. And I always teach my children that God is the only one who can judge you. These people out here in this world, they may try, but they have no right. And God's not going to come to them and say, well, what you think? No, that's not how it goes. And I want you to love whoever you love, whether it's male or female. Love them for who they are. Oh, please. My brother, and let me tell you, my brother is 12 years older than me. So they kind of was like my father figure. I have two, and they're like a year apart. And they were like my fathers because I didn't have my father growing up. And coming up, my mother had them do everything for me. So they are like my brother. They are like my father. So yeah, they are trying to go like that. Like he literally wanted, like, you want me to go see him? And what was funny is I said no, because I thought about one of my cousins who don't like my brother to this day because my aunt called him to beat up their father, and he beat their father up in front of them when they were kids. They never forgot that, and it always caused tension between them. So when I thought about that, I'm like, no, like I don't want that. But I just want you to be aware of this is what's going on. And my brother's not gay and he doesn't like it either. But I wasn't raised in that. Like my family still accepted us for who we are. And they never judged like that. They didn't do it. So I wasn't used to people judging me in that way. So when that came with the grandfather, I just was caught off guard. I was angry, but it was an eye opener. Like, look, this is what goes on in this world, and you really need to be more aware that, it's right in your own backyard, like, honestly. So, that was like, and he wound up calling me back because he accidentally hung up on me. And he was like, I'm just going to say this. You do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. And yeah, okay, I'll be more mindful. That's all I asked from the beginning. I don't understand why all this other stuff had to come out, but thank you for letting me know how you really feel. But again, all I asked was that you be mindful when you're splurting out things around my children. I also told my daughter, you know how Pop is, you have to respect him no matter what, but kind of be mindful of his stance as well when you are interacting with your friends, because any little thing, it did hurt my feelings, Harley. It really did. Like, but I don't have to deal with him. I have to deal with him on the strength of my kids, but he doesn't affect my everyday. So I was able to like brush him off. I was just more concerned of my children because they see him every day. And so, the moral of it is, he did say, I'm going to be more mindful. And summer, I told her to be more mindful as well when you're interacting with your friends, even though you can be friends with whoever you choose to be friends with, as long as they're not hurting you. I'm fine with that. But when you got him around, because he is so homophobic, every little thing you do, he's looking at it with a side eye. And, that was just one thing I wanted to share with you guys that happened this Monday. It was crazy. And I just was like, wow, we honestly live in a world of cruel judgment all the time. We judge each other for things that we really shouldn't, but it's indoctrinated in us to do it. And so we do it. So, I just wanted to kind of put that out there, and to be mindful, talk to your kids and let them. I'm not telling you how to raise your kids. He should have apologized. Yeah, you're right, Harley, but he didn't. He didn't. He just said, I'm gonna do what I do and you do what you do. That's literally how yeah, right. He is, let me see. He was overstepping his boundaries, in my opinion. If he feels like there are issues, I would think he would let you know so you can address your kids on it, not do it himself. Jay, I agree with that. I trust the bulk of his judgment. But again, I never thought about that part. You understand? Like, I know my kids are safe with him. I never questioned that. I know he has my kids' best interest at heart. I never questioned that. I just honestly never thought about my lifestyle affecting him and how strongly he was against it. So I never thought about that. He is indirectly telling them the way of life is wrong. I don't like. Yes, and right, and I don't like it because it's things he do that's wrong, that he's done for years. And no judgment here, I'm happy how you handle the situation versus ignoring it. I can't ignore anything. No, and my children come to me for everything, especially my 14-year-old. I'm her diary. Like I told you before, she tell me way more than I really want to hear, but I'm always listening. And I'm always like, okay, let's deal with it this way. Let's deal with it that way. Like, she had a boyfriend, and her boyfriend, we was at the doctor's office. This is funny, guys. We was at the doctor's office, and as the doctor about to check her, because she was congested a lot. So I took her to the doctor. So the doctor was coming in to check her. She looks at her phone and she immediately, ah! And I'm like, what? Everybody jumped. Like, what happened? She like, real dramatic. Mom, can we just please go out for a minute? And I'm like, okay. So I go out and I'm like, really like, what happened? She's like, Justice, Jaden's cheated on me. Y'all, my inner was like, girl, if you don't get the hell back in that goddamn doctor's office, but I didn't do that. And I'm going to tell y'all why. It's very funny, because at 14, that same thing happened to me. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And I'll tell you why I didn't do what my brothers did to me. So I said, Summer, are you okay? Is everything okay? She's like, I said, how do you believe it? And why are your friends running back telling you stuff anyway? And they're supposed to be in class. She's like, yes, I believe it, because she swore on her grandmother. Like, she going in. Like, she swore on her grandmother. So yeah, I believe it. And I'm like, okay, I just need you to calm down. You want to talk to Daddy? She's like, yes. I said, it's gonna be all right, Summer. Like, can we finish with the doctor and then we could deal with this after? She like, okay. So she all in distraught the whole time. And doctor like, is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, everything's okay. So when the doctor left, she called her father. No, I called the father immediately, let him know what was going on. Let him like, so please talk to your daughter, because she's distraught. Like, she just found out and is tearing her alive. So he talked to her, whatever. So that day was just all messed up for Summer, like all the way to like 4 something in that evening. Mind you, doctors was at 10. So the whole time I'm talking her through it, like, this stuff happened, Summer. And this is just your first love. And I know it hurts, but if this is what he's going to do to you, he didn't deserve you. I'm talking to her. And in my mind, y'all guys, I swear, I wanted to hey, El Teddy, what's going on? Thanks for joining. I swear, like, in my mind, I wanted to wring her damn neck and then go wring Jaden's neck. Like, how dare you hurt my daughter? But how dare your silly ass be crying and shit about it? I was just going through all types of emotions, but I had to remember when I was 14 and I thought I was in love, and my first love hurt me. And I remember, because I was going to pay a cable bill, but I never made it, because by the time I got to the corner, I seen him kissing his ex-girlfriend. So I run in the house, and both of my brothers is in the house. And I ran in the house like somebody was killing me. Like, oh my God. And my brothers jumped up like, what happened? They scared. I'm like, I just caught my boyfriend kissing another girl. And my brother said, if you don't get the fuck out of here, girl, you ain't got no goddamn boyfriend. Like, they went off on me. They made me feel shittier than I already did. And it was funny. It wasn't funny then. It's funny now, because they was ready to fight. And when I told them that, they went off on me, like, you crying, talking about you with the boyfriend. You ain't got no goddamn boyfriend, this and third. So I remember how that made me feel even worse. So I initially wanted to do that to Summer, and I couldn't, because I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do that. So I had to guide her through it. And by the end of the day, she was just like, Mom, I'm not going to ever talk to him again. I don't want, and the girl's supposed to be our friend. I'm not going to talk to either one of them again. And as the time going by, she like, anyway, they both get Fs. Jaden gets straight Fs. And so does she. I said, so in hindsight, they're dummies. So why do you even want to be with a dummy? Like I told you before, if you're gonna like somebody, like some smart guys, you know. The dramatic pause after every word. That's the yes. Like she was so upset. Like it just destroyed her because mind you, they had been boyfriend and girlfriend for about 6 months. So every month she would be, oh, we made it another month. I love him, mom. Oh, Jade is my heart. And this is just in school. That's the only time they see each other. Like, because his parents are strict and I'm strict. So they be on the phone. And then when after school, his mom takes his phone. So he can't even be on the phone. So so yeah, exactly, Shauna. She was like, and plus they get F's anyway. And I'm just never gonna talk to them again. And she meant it because, now she always say he tried to speak to me, mom. And I just said hi. And I said, so Summer, you don't feel like you want to forgive him because I know how feelings are and we forgive. She's like, no, absolutely not. And I'm like, oh, okay, stay like that. Because he did you wrong. And he don't deserve you. And the minute you do say, okay, he's going to think he got over. He's going to think it's okay to hurt your feelings again. So I hope you do keep that same energy. Again, I'm not talking to a 17, 18-year-old. I'm talking to a 14-year-old. And my inner self is pissed off that she even liked boys and want to have a boyfriend and thinking she is boy crazy too. And my inner self is like, I'm mad because she talks to me about things like this and with no problem. And I love the fact that she is open with me. I appreciate that. Do I want to hear it all the time? Hell no, because I'm like, I want you to stop. I want you to like books in school, like you like these boys. But it's life, and it is what it is. But yeah, those are fun times for me in my household and my life, and it is what it is. Yes, no dummies, no dummies. But guys, that's really, it is what it is. Having kids is a full-time job. You have good times. You're going to have some times where you want to pull your damn hair out. And it is what it is. I know, El Teddy, you're a teacher, so I can imagine what you deal with on a day-to-day basis. But all of them have their own different personalities, and it is what it is. I love it, though. I also went to see my oldest son and spent a day with him in his life. And he's a whole fool. Like, my oldest son is a whole fool. And I don't know. One time I said, I don't know where you get this from. And he looked at me like, you. Yeah, I forget that, I was a whole fool once too. Because I feel like I'm so liberated and so different. But he didn't. And he always bring it right back to me like, Mom, I get all this shit from you. Like, you forgot. I really didn't forget, but I'm in denial. I feel like I'm different now. So when he says things to me, I'm like, what? Where do you get that from? And he's looking at me like, staring you in the mirror. Right. It's the funniest shit. But I'm glad that he's working and he's been he just picked up a second job. My kid, I'm a proud mom. I'm a proud mom. And I'm happy about that because my kids, everything could be going so left, especially with how my life has took a turn, being married for 14 years and then being in a relationship with a woman for 4. And it has taken drastic turns. And I don't have babies. I don't have grown kids except for one. All my babies are babies. So it could have really went left for me, Never forget where you came from, Be Nice, because he will remind you. I know. Yeah, they all do. And so my life again could have been so different. And I just thank God. Hey, Wildflower, thanks for joining. Good morning, Be Nice. And so JJ Dunn shared your video, dropped to say, like, show you support. Thank you. Great job, Mom. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm not perfect by no stretch. I do things that I kick my own self for a lot. But you know, I try to do the right thing, and that's all I can do. And honestly, I was speaking to I think Jay Dunn about this. Like, when you live life in a way where, I'm not saying every day is going to be positive, but when you have no maliciousness in your heart, when you're really good to people, when you really are a positive spirit and you look forward to always doing good, God blesses you in abundance every day. I know that's my plight, and I'm pretty sure that's many of all of you. So I do that. I don't have no ill will in my heart for no one. I try to live my life in the best way that I could, and for my children, because it's not about me anymore. It's really about them. And yes, I like to have a good time every now and again, but my whole goal is to make sure my children can take care of themselves, to make sure my children can coexist in society, to make sure my children are not trying to are not depressed and stressed and easily stray out in these streets, and I try every day and live that way. And because of that, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than or anything, but God is truly, truly good to me. He is good to me because of it. And that's just how I look at it. And I think he will be good to everyone if they did the same thing. I know it's hard sometimes because people do get under your skin. And another thing too, that I have a lot of people coming behind me will eventually get, is wisdom. The more you live, the more you understand, the more you grow spiritually, intellectually, everything. And you just see things differently. So if I want out, that's what I like to share with you guys today, that after everything, it's okay to wake up in the morning and smile. Start your day off with that. Start your day off with that, and then try to beat that. Like, hey, Mimi, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for coming out. Try to beat that. If you smiled in the morning, say, you know what? I'm going to try to smile all the way to lunchtime. I'm going to try to stay on this positive thing all the way to lunchtime. Then after lunch, I'm going to try to stay on this positive thing. This is working out for me. I'm going to stay on this positive thing until I go home. And then after that, and when I lay my head down, I'm going to thank God for the day and start over tomorrow. I want a better day the next day. It's simple things that we can do to make our day better, make our lives better, period. So, that's just my little spiel for today. Guys, I don't know what else to talk about. My life is kind of boring. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up and finish eating my coffee. I'm going to eat me some breakfast because I haven't eaten yet. My daughter wants some Bath and Body Works. She conned me because she got acne. So every time I want to bust bumps, she make me buy her something. She be like, if you get me this, if you get me that. So I bust 3 bumps throughout the week. So I promised her if she let me bust the bumps, that I will buy her some Bath and Body Works gel. She is such a thief. She is such a hustler, I should say. I can't stand it, My baby girl, she wants, and my baby got long hair, but she wants more hair. So she wants me, because I cornrowed her hair, 2 cornrows, and it stopped right here. That wasn't long enough for her. So she had me promise. I don't know what I asked her to do, but she like, can you get me some more hair and add some more length to my braids? So yeah, they be getting me, y'all. They be conning the hell out of me. And it's okay though, because let me tell you something. They report cards came out on Tuesday, and my kids get good grades, all three of them. Micah, my son, got a C, and Summer got a C. But Micah gonna bring his C up because he don't get C's. I was very shocked that he got a C. Micah always gets A's and B's. I was like, a C. But Summer, she worked hard to get where she is today. And that C, she did her best. I am proud of it. But overall, my kids really get great grades, and I'm proud as hell of that. They do what they're supposed to do in school. I hear nothing but good things about my kids in school. They're nice, they're respectful. Stop bursting her bumps. Use charcoal to put it on her skin. Where do I get that from? Oh, girl. Oh, they are having a sale, Shauna. Okay, yeah, I gotta go get some Bath and Body. I don't use the stuff, but she does, so whatever. Where do I get charcoal for? You know, Mimi, I'm old school. I don't know any of that stuff. Facials. Somebody told me about facials and all that stuff, but I don't use none of that. So I never knew. When I was younger, my brother would pin me on the floor, put his knees in my hands, and bust all my bumps. He didn't care whether I cried or nothing or how much it hurt. So that's all I know how to do. Is just when I see it, it's like I just want to get it. Like it's waiting for me. And she hates it, but Mimi, if you could tell me where to get charcoal from, I don't know anything about that. And you're right. It don't, yeah, you're right. It do leave marks for a little while. So you're right about that. But just who I am. Hello, just who I am. Thanks for joining me. So yeah. Make sure, let me see. Make sure you use shea butter to eliminate dark marks on her skin. Yeah. And I never did that either. They just literally disappear. But I don't know. I'm ignorant to it because I don't really know. Because I don't have like my bumps. I bust them and they're gone. And even with her bumps, I've never seen a mark. That don't mean she won't get marks because she is a little lighter than me. But you're right. I will do that, Mimi. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, my kids get me all the time, especially her. She knows how to work everything. She walks around with her card and she be like, cash at me, mommy. Can you cash at me? And she'll have money. But the thing about it, she's a bad liar. She does not know how to lie. So all you have to do is ask her and she'll tell the truth. Like she'll be like, mommy, can you please just cash at me $10? And I said, okay. And I'll ask her, like, do you have money on your card already? And she'll be like, yeah. I just want more. Like, no. Like, BB Nice. Mimi says there's a charcoal skin mask you can buy for her face. Amazon probably has it, I'm for sure. Oh, okay. Sephora, Glow. Okay. Now, y'all, you said Wildflower. You talk about Sephora. Are they expensive? Because I'm cheap. And I'll be busting away and putting some cocoa butter on it. Hollywood, California brand has a good charcoal mask for bumps. And it's for black skin. Like, it must be if y'all are telling. Is she your only girl? No, Berber. I got 2 and 2. I got 2 girls and 2 boys. Yep, I was busy. I don't know where the hell. Honestly, y'all, I don't know where them kids came from. Because you know how when you're young, you be like, oh, when I get older, I want to be married and I want to have kids. And I never said that. When I was younger, all I kept saying is I want to perform. I'm gonna be a singer. I ain't never said I wanted to be married. I ain't never said I want to have kids. And I wound up just popping them out like it was food, honey. Like it was popcorn. My grandmother used to get tired of me saying I was pregnant. She'd be like, I dreamed about fish. One of y'all pregnant. And I'd be like, it's me. She's like, why don't you watch TV or something? I'm like, I don't know, Grandma. Like, I just go to sleep and wake up pregnant. I don't even know. I ain't even like sex like that, y'all. And I'm being so honest with y'all. I wasn't even a fan of it. But, girl, I would get pregnant as soon as I goddamn coughed. You pregnant. Shit. Me too. I hated kids. Like, I didn't hate kids, but I never said I wanted a whole lot of them. Shoot. Like, what in the crap? And they just kept coming. And my oldest son was a twin. Twin didn't make it. And my youngest daughter was a twin. twin didn't make it. So in hindsight, y'all, I would have had what? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Girl, I would have had 6 kids running around here. Oh no, God knew. Like, don't do me dirty like that. But Lord, but I love my children. God does things for a reason, and I wouldn't change them for the world. I love seeing different sides of me. All my kids have a difference of me, and I look at them in amazement, like, wow, I am something else. Do you have Ulta? Go in any store for charcoal man. Just dab it and sit it on a bump and dry. Oh, okay. Charcoal is for the ethnicity. Okay. Lord mercy. Yes, girl. But it is what it is. I do, yes, Berber. I got 2 girls and 2 boys. And they're the best of everything. They always be like, who's your favorite? Who your favorite? Y'all all are. Because in hindsight, I had my son first, so he'll always be my first boy. I had my daughter second. She'll always be my first girl. Then I had my son again, my third child. He'll always be my baby boy. And then I had my daughter last. She'll always be my baby girl. So all of y'all will always have that special place in my heart. I got that one good, didn't I? Thank you, God, because it's hard answering those damn questions when you know, like, well, I know who gonna take care of me, and I know who gonna try to send my ass to the nursing home. I already know this already with my kids. Like, I already know who to watch out for. Like, let me just say this. I better keep my shit together, because the kids I got, I can't depend on none of them but one, I think. And then I think the one that I think I can depend on going to hurt me the most. So I'm just like, girl, just keep your shit together. Keep all your coins and make sure you can take care of yourself, because all 4 of them gonna do something. They ain't gonna do shit, and they gonna send me away. And I be playing with them now. Like, look, when I'm ready to shoot, yeah, when I'm ready to wait a minute. Well, you know your baby girl is your favorite. She's my birthday twin. Let me tell you, that Virgo. I don't know if y'all into signs, but I am. And that's how I deal with people, according to their signs. I'm not going to even lie to you. And my daughter is a Virgo. She did not crawl. I didn't potty train her. These are things my daughter did on her own. She never crawled. She just got up and walked. She just started talking, like making full sentences at 3. She's very self-sufficient. She has always been. And she runs the house, like literally, like all of them listen to her. She run the joint. And then you have Summer, my daughter. She's a Leo, unbothered, okay? I already told her a lot of people ain't gonna like you because you're so unbothered. You can give 2 shits. And I like that about her, but I don't like that about her. But what I do love is that she not gonna give a shit. Me, I'm gonna laugh. Like, yeah. I'm going to be like, oh, you don't like me? What did I do? I'm always trying to figure things out and work things out. Her, on the other hand, when she wipe her hands, and she don't look back. She don't give a shit. Like, not no big deal. I like that about her. I also am concerned because she does not have that same caring spirit that others have. You know, she looks at things differently. I'm just going to say that. And then both of my sons are Tauruses, but they're different. One is a May and the other one is an April, and they are different. They're just different, but they're both like the same in their many ways. So yeah, I'm concerned about all of them. I don't know what they're going to do to me when I get old. I already told them, you know, when I get older, I'm going to start spending 3 months with each of y'all. So make sure y'all have my room ready when I come. And Taurus males are great. Yeah, right. Taurus males are great. No, my baby son, let me tell you, he is a sweetheart. I'm going to kill any woman that think they're going to mess over him. I'm telling you right now. Because when I say he is a gentleman. A gentleman. Like, he is so sweet and so caring and so smart. He just has all the qualities that will make for a great man. And I just feel like somebody, because of his heart, is going to try to take advantage of him. And I'm gonna be one of them nosy mothers. I already know, and I don't want him to put me in my place. But those Taurus men are going to spoil you in their manhood. Yes, I know. I'm looking forward to it. My oldest son already do. Like, he always like make sure I'm good. One time my son literally spent his last just on me for Mother's Day. And y'all, I went half with him because I couldn't even do it. But the fact that he had no problem doing it, I was just like, oh my God, Paris. I was so happy. But that one right there, he mean as hell. He is something else. That my oldest son is crazy as hell. But my youngest son, I'm going to be all in his business. And you know, the girls at my job, they talk about, because they're all married and they hate their mother-in-laws. And when they talk to me, I be so offended for them. Like, how y'all not gonna like the mother-in-law? And they like, cause they want to be the woman. They want their son to do this. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be different. I'll be honest with them. Like, I don't really know if I'm gonna be a different parent than that. I'm not saying I want to be all in my son's business. I'm not saying I want them to take care of me the way they take care of their mother, their woman. But I don't want them to forget about me. I want them, because I know how women can be. They get in the picture and they like, why you got to do that for her? You know, some nasty little stinks out there. And I'm looking at them. I work with them, and they be like, she always want to be in the business and this and third. And I don't know. I think I might be like that. I really do. I think I'm gonna be crazy as hell, especially for my youngest son. I really think if I'm gonna be like, they're gonna have to do a whole interview with me before they even agree. I don't know what Mimi. It also has to do with. Wait a minute, Mimi. I missed something. Did you say something? Oh, conversely, I threw my mate Taurus back years ago. Oh, yeah, my baby is kind of selfish. He's a Taurus, Shauna. Yeah, I don't know. Back years ago. I'm missing stuff running my mouth. I'm sorry. My brother is a Taurus, my best guy friend. Oh, okay. Yeah. And they so I think it's a difference. I think it's a difference between the May Tauruses and the April Taurus. Because my oldest son is May, and he like, I don't know, he is challenged. How can I say this? He's emotionally challenged. I'm gonna say that. But my other son is very thoughtful and like, just he always put himself last. Like, he want to make sure everybody else is good. And he's like this already at 11. Like, I mean, him and Qua, my partner, it's so funny. When the first time we went out, right? And this was years ago. My son was like 8 then. Yeah, 8. And so we went out. And so every time we went into somewhere, Micah was opening the door, because that's how he is. He opens the door for everybody, for the women. And so every time Qua went to go to the door, he like, go. She telling him go. And he like, no, you go. And she looking at him like, no, you go. And he like, no, you go, because you're a lady and I'm opening the door for you. So she walking like, I ain't used to this shit. And I'm laughing like, this is who he is. Like, and I loved it. So she got used to it now, but that was way funny when they used to really be fighting who's gonna hold the door. And let me see. Let me go. I'm not into my son's business like that, but I'm very protective over his heart. I school him in the background, drop her, laugh out loud. Right. Yeah, okay. I get that, Mimi. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Yes, he is. End of April. Okay. You dated your Taurus, and me, my mother's son bond is awesome. Yeah. I know I'm gonna have that. I love my sons. My sons are adorable. They're just different. we talking about ex-husband. Yeah. The grown male terrorists I had to deal with, May. They were jerks. Definitely had to cut them loose. Now, see, Shauna, that's what I'm talking about. My son is a maniac like that. Like, his and what's funny is the first time I heard that my son was like terrible as a boyfriend, I was shocked because I didn't know that side of my son. Nobody knew because my son is really a sweetheart. Like, he's very quiet, very respectful. But when he get out in the street, he's a totally different person. So the first time they told me my son fights and is running around with people that he shouldn't be, I didn't believe it because that's not who I see every day. So it was hard for me to kind of pick that up. And then when he got into relationships and the girl was telling me, your son is terrible. He is disrespectful. He's this and he's that. I didn't believe her. I said, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Until he did it in front of me. He lost his freaking mind in front of me one day. And I seen him for who he was. And I'm like, what in the hell? So now I'm like, you crazy. That's so precious of your son. I would love to see that and would let him open my doors. Yes, I love it. Good morning, TC Wildflower said, good morning, Jathan. I am shocked and slightly offended when a dude tries to hold the door for me. I used to argue with my gay guy friend because of that. I felt like I should hold the door for him. See, Jathan, get it together, girl. You are a lady. He is supposed to hold the door for you, Jathan. You pulled that, not my baby. I tell you so. Yeah, I saw him in action, girl. I mean, like, let me tell you what happened that day. That's funny. We on our way to a family reunion. He got his daughters. Now, he got one daughter, but he got two because when he got with this girl, the other one was a baby. So she grew up calling him daddy too. So he considers him two daughters. So he running around. He got into an argument with his girlfriend. I didn't know that prior, so he already got an attitude. So it's hot. It's the hottest day of the year. July 19th, if I'm not mistaken, was the hottest day last year of the summer. And we had a family reunion, y'all. So we already burning up. So I'm trying to get to the reunion or whatever. And he's pissed off because nothing's working out. He can't find the girls, no shoes, whatever. So his daughter has motion sickness. We on the way. Oh, first he didn't feed her. He got the girls out all day and they're hungry. So the baby like, I'm hungry. So I'm like, we on our way, but I knew we couldn't wait because where we were going was like an hour away. So I said, let's just stop and get them something so they can eat. So when he got them something to eat, she took 2 sips of that juice. And as we're driving, she throws up all over my son. He had it. He snapped. Oh, you know what? Call her mother. I'm not going. So I said, you call her because I'm driving. As a thoroughbred woman, I allow and expect all males to hold the doors in my queen. That's right. When males is not around, I serve my queen to the fullest. I get that. You're right. So she threw up all over him. So he's pissed. And he like, call her mother. I said, no, you call her. So he calls the mother and they get into an argument. My son called that girl every name but God. I could not believe that I was hearing him talk to his baby mother. First of all, talk to a woman this way. Second of all, in front of your kids. That shit turned my stomach. So I stopped the car. Get the fuck out. Don't you ever talk to her like that, especially in front of your daughters. Is you crazy? I want you out my car right now. So this nut was like, I don't care. I'll get out your fucking car. Curse at me, y'all. He cursed. He slammed the door. Mind you, he still had the kids' food in his hand. He jumped out my car, slammed the door, and flung their fucking food outside on the highway. I was so mad at him. That's my first time seeing the real Paris. My son's name is Paris. That was my first time seeing him. Like, well, nice to meet you. Not nice. Who are you? was just floored. Like, you motherfucker. I don't mind anyone opening the door for me. I hate touching them dirty doors. Oh, God. Yeah. Yes. Yes, you're right. And you're right, exactly. Because before anything, I'm a woman first. And she deserves that respect always. And I do not make no judge. I don't make no qualms about it. I let him know all the time, like, you're not going to disrespect her. You may not get along with her. It's best that y'all not together. But as far as her being the mother of your children, you will always respect her, especially around me. I'm not having it. I can't settle for anything less than that. So, he jumped out my car, and I don't know how he got home. He walked home. I kept it moving. But at that point, I couldn't even take the kids because I got all these kids in my car, and I wasn't going to be responsible for 2 more babies. So I had to take her home. Do y'all know she threw up the whole rest of the way in my car, all the way till I got her ass home? I had a whole flood in my back seat. Thank God I had leather seats. But yeah, but that's the first time I got introduced to that May side of that Taurus. And I'm just like, whoa, what the freak? And he just that's just my son. Sadly to say, he reminds me of my brother. My brother can't keep a woman. He's horrible when it comes to relationship. And it seems like my son is going down that same road. It's really unfortunate. And I love my kids. I mean, I love my sons and I love my brother, but I've never, ever been two-faced when it came to how they treat women. And I used to warn my brother's girlfriends, honestly. I used to be like, look, he's a great brother. He's a great friend. He's a decent father, but he sucked as a boyfriend. I'm just telling you. They didn't believe me. Shit. 2 months down the line, oh my God, what is wrong with your brother? I don't know what to do. It is what it is. I told you, he just don't get that right. Shit. Everybody don't get it right. It don't make you a bad person, but everybody is not good at relationships. And it is what it is. It's the truth. Some people get it, some people don't. And relationships is work. Like, you think you can look at TV and that's how a relationship go. Hell no. A relationship is work. Y'all both have to work at it. It's constant. It's another job. Seriously. It could be fun sometimes, but not all the time. It's really another full-time job. So be careful who you getting into these relationships with. But yeah, that's my family issues. Yeah, it is. It is, Wildflower. It ain't no joke. Especially, oh God. And I never mind. Well, I will say it. Especially lesbian relationships. I'm gonna talk about it because I'm a lesbian. And it's crazy as hell. 2 women together is crazy all the time. I'm just gonna tell the truth. It's crazy all the time. Then, first of all, when you're in a relationship with a guy, the difference is a guy can't ignore the hell out of you. Half the shit that you're saying to him, he's not even registering it anyway. So it's going through one ear and out the other ear, honestly. When you're with a girl, both of y'all hear every goddamn thing. Everybody's internalizing everything. Emotions is on an all-time high all the time. So those arguments last days, if not weeks. Don't think that, I don't know about y'all. I'm not in y'all relationship, but I'm going to be honest about mine. When you get into an argument with your woman, ain't no, oh, we going to kiss and make up. No, because both of y'all is like, what you going to do? No, what you going to do? And it's going to keep going that way until y'all get over it. So it ain't no goddamn joke. But I wouldn't change it for the world because I love my baby. Even when she get on my nerves, I look at her and she know that too. I could be pissed off at her and I'll just look at her like, I hate that I can't even just stay mad at you. I could be mad at you, but I hate the fact that I still look at you and want you. I don't like that. I be mad. When I was in college, I was going to hook my cousin with my dorm mate. My aunt said, "Don't do it. You will lose a good friend." That was his mother telling the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Woo, I can only imagine because I'm crazy psycho every 15, 28 days. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not a joke. And I mean it's I have a great, I'm just speaking on my relationship. I have a great partner with my partner. We have a partnership and we have a lot of things in common and we have some things we don't have in common. We argue about a lot of stupid shit, but the main stuff we are like together. Like we got each other back 100%. And so it works. But that little silly shit that we argue about, it drives us crazy for days. Hey, really, B? Thanks for shooting in. It drives us crazy and I can't stand it. And when it happened, it's the worst. It's the worst. That's right, BB. We go toe to toe. I don't forget anything either. However, I give in because I can't hold out on the good goods. Not my fucking girlfriend. She be like, no, you need to act right. Act right. Fuck you talking about? Act right. That's because you don't act right. That sounds like any relationship I concur. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's the same. But like I said, men just think differently. Like they, first of all, they only use half of their brain. I didn't say it. Scientists said it. Okay, I didn't say that. Okay, but I can concur because I agree. And I've seen it. Like they don't really register all that we dished out, you know? And, you know, so it's a difference. It's truly a difference when you're dealing with a man versus a woman. And so all those, I always say, like, don't go in no lesbian relationship thinking you got a guy, because you don't. You are with a woman. Make no mistakes about it. In every aspect, you are with a woman. So think about that. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that's right. But guys, I have really talked a lot. It's been an hour. And I thank you guys so much for joining me. I want to do more. I did say, look, y'all, let me just be the first to say my goal this month was to honestly sing songs all month long, taking on different songs from movies, and I fell off. Just like reading Ian Levin's every morning, I fell off. That's one thing I have issues with is committing to things because sometimes I wake up and just don't feel like it. So that's my bad, and I'm sorry. I did have intentions on doing that, but I haven't felt like singing. And that's just the truth. And again, I told you, reading the books, I'm always late for work, so I don't have the time to do it every day. I could have did this morning, but I ain't feel like it. And I'm being honest. Like, so it's hard for me to commit to things. And that's like a bad thing about me. So be nice. Tell your queen I appreciate her stamina. I'm telling your queen I appreciate her stamina. Girl, cry a whole goddamn mess. And she know it too. She know it. She is a whole mess. When we first got together, and I thought she was playing, honestly, she was all like, you ready for me? And I'm like, yeah, shit. I didn't know that. I didn't know what she meant by that. Literally, are you ready for me? And I took that shit with stride. Like, hell yeah, I'm ready. I wasn't ready, y'all. Because that's a whole nother animal right there. We talking about, at this time, she was 49. We're talking about a 49-year-old woman. If she ain't set in her ways and ain't changing for nobody, I don't know what is. And she really is like a piece of work. So when we be having arguments or whatever, and really enjoy these real conversations, we need them. Yes, absolutely. In the live with the song, BB, show these peeps what you got. Okay, I do that. It's all good. That's the GOAT mentality. When we don't feel it, we not doing it. Yeah. When we be playing around, or even when we're serious, and she be like, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna get with somebody else. And I'm like, you might get her, but you ain't gonna keep her. Can't nobody deal with that shit. Can't nobody deal with you. The day I see you with somebody for real, I know this bitch strong as hell, because I'm strong. And you be breaking my ass down. So this bitch is a whole nother animal if she can deal with you. But guys, I'm gonna take y'all out with a song, a gospel song at that, and then I'm gonna just end the live. Okay, I thank you guys again for coming out with me, but let's just end with a nice little old Negro spiritual. No, I'm just playing, like, just a little song. At the closing of another day, birds that fill my heart, I could not take it. Oh no. So I fell down on my knees to pray and asked the Lord to please help me to make it. And this is what he said: you can make it. Jesus told me you can make it. Now I thank the Lord for one more day, giving me hope and knowing I can take it. Oh, just as long as he's living inside of me, promise he'll always give me the victory. I thank you, Lord, for today. Come with me. All right, guys. See y'all later again. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you, Bird. Thanks, everybody. Peace.